Hello there guys, and welcome to my review of the 2014 CollectA Juvenile T-Rex. Right, right off the bat I have a couple of issues with this thing. The first one being, for a young animal, I think it's way too colourful. Like, this sort of tan and brown and grey over most of the body is decent, I guess, but in this sort of like dark turquoise with the white stripe over the shoulders and the red on the face, like it's too colourful for a juvenile. I don't know if this is a factory defect or not, but one hand is overlapping the other. If it's not a factory defect, I'm pretty sure that non-Maniraptorian theropods couldn't position their wrists like that. But the detail is pretty good. Like, they've even detailed the base, so it's got leaf litter and I don't know what that is, maybe something else's footprint. Like, maybe this is walking on a riverbank or something. One thing I will say about the base is, like, for the size of the figure, it could be shallower, but maybe that's a securing thing. Oh yeah, another thing is, like, the pose they've chosen, it does feel like the ankles are a bit too flexible. Like, this really shallow angle of the foot going into the toes, I don't really like that. I mean, the plastic's durable enough that it should deal with whatever I put it through. There's another couple of things, like this line is barely there, like there's that much of it behind the eye, and I did notice that Bioniclesaurus had this problem as well with his. I don't know if the grey is supposed to be going on to the toes or not. And, oh yeah, the claws are definitely way too big. Pronated hands, which is a shame given the fact that its adult counterpart does not have pronated hands and doesn't have lips. But CollectA's only recently actually given the actually have they? No, I didn't think they have. Which is a shame, you know. CollectA seem to be falling behind on the lip department with their, especially with their animals with articulated jaws. Nostrils are facing forward. Maybe that's just because the tip of the snout's so narrow. Actually, I think this one's a tad offset, I think. Oh, maybe not. I do like how there's little feathering on the arms compared to the legs, where it's going down to the ankle. I don't know if that's reasonable. Like, it could have gone to the ankle, but I reckon maybe for Tyrannosaurids, especially something like T-Rex, it probably would have stopped at the knee. I think the tail's too short. Like, this, with that short tail, it doesn't really, come on, focus. It doesn't really look like this animal in a couple of years is going to grow up to be a lanky pursuit predator. But maybe, I don't know. Does have a cloaca, although the pubis and ischium are covered in fluff. I think we only have evidence for that in Maniraptorans? I don't know. Well, I mean, there's also fuzz on the belly, but this was obviously made before Prehistoric Planet, and their baby T-Rex has no fuzz on the belly or the hip, which I feel is a bit more reasonable. It is quite neat how the feet are actually properly sinking into the substrate. I noticed this was a big problem with the Deluxe Mapusaurus, is it just seemed to be striding over the land rather than leaving footprints. Yeah. Getting into some size comparisons, we've got the Papo Baby T-Rex and the Safari Baby T-Rex, both of which are from the early 2000s. But of course this thing's based on Jurassic Park. Standard of the Papo Dimetrodon. Also bring in the Stegosaurus corpse and the Safari Archaeopteryx. And I bought this primarily for the final Archosaura episode to be this guy, but slightly older. So I've also got the adult Lythronax from Archosaura. This is kind of the growth stage of those animals in that show. I know that's somewhat meaningless to all of you, because I bet I'm the only one who actually owns that figure. So, I know lots of people have a really high opinion of this thing. I have a high opinion of it as well, but it's got a couple of quality control issues. I'm not sure about certain choices they made, especially with the colours. But it's, I mean, maybe aside from the one by PNSO, it's the most accurate young T-Rex on the market at the moment. I'm going to give it a 4.5. No, scratch that. I'm going to give it 4.6 out of 5. Yeah. So, next figure-related video will be the next unboxing, whenever that is. And after that, there'll be 2 more reviews, or maybe 3 if you guys want to see all 3 of the things I'm getting, even though one is a tube. And I'll see you next time.